Hi, I'm on the plane and the sun is just rising. It is so beautiful. Currently making my way home from Toronto, and this trip has taught me so much. I'm such a city girl, not because of the lights or the fancy cars. The city has the energy I crave. Toronto is full of possibilities and opportunities. The people, the dream, the goals, the hustle, the thirst for more, you can just feel it. I realized before the city skylines, before the fancy coffee shops, before the adventure, I travel looking for people. They're what makes it beautiful. I'm all for the most Instagram-worthy tourist spots and beautiful museums and architecture and nature, but wow, give me the honest and heartfelt conversations. Let me learn about a new place by watching people and learning about their life. Give me the Uber driver who lets me see the city in a different way. Sometimes you find yourself enjoying coffee, then slow dancing like lovers with a newfound friend, the familiar song performed by a street singer, and you realize forever is often found in fleeting moments. At the beginning of the year, I took an empty mason jar and labeled it Toronto, September 2018. There was this business summit happening and I so badly wanted to go. They haven't even announced the speakers just yet, but I felt compelled. I knew I wanted to give myself that kind of experience. I didn't know how I was going to feel that piggy bank, the plane tickets, my accommodation, food, the event, can actually even go on my own. I had those questions, and you know what? I started the jar anyway. I set out an intention and told the universe what I wanted. And yesterday, I walked in on the venue it was supposed to be held on and realized just how much more the universe had delivered. So much more than I could have imagined. Thinking about it now, when I was dreaming about this trip, God probably looked down at me and smiled. I imagine him say, "Girl, that's it? Watch this," and continued to give me more than I could have planned for myself. How it's going to happen is never our job. It is never for us to figure out. And the universe knows the faster and better way than we do anyways. We just have to know that once we created it in our head, it is on its way to show up in reality. I'm going to be someone who, when people tell me about their dreams, I'd be the first to pour fuel on their spark and light it up in a big, big fire. I want to cheer people on. I never want to be someone who says to another, "Be realistic," because you see, had I been realistic about even one thing, had I been practical, had I followed what everybody else is doing, had I let them put me in a box, I wouldn't be where I am right now. Had I believed them when they told me, "You can't do this," my journal wouldn't be filled with half as many stories as it has now. My favorite story comes from the New Testament. It was where the disciples saw Jesus walking on water and they were afraid. Peter asked him, "Lord, if it's you, tell me to come to you across the waters. And Jesus said, come. And so Peter was able to walk on waters, but that's only until he saw the wind and the waves and the storm. He let fear take over him and he started to sink. Thinking about it, what I'm doing looks a lot like walking on waters. I always pause to meditate on what's happening and wonder, how is all of this possible? When I try to be a witness of my own life, I get so amazed on how it's all unfolding.
When my hands stretch out towards the sky,
I know that if I focus on the wrong things, if I let fear make a home out of my heart, I will start to sink. And so I learned to set my eyes on God, on love, on kindness, and patience, and understanding. If I keep my focus on those things, I know I'll be okay. Because love never fails.
Your love is a flood, and I'm caught in the current of your living waters. It's your love, it's your love. Your presence is a flood.
Others may say, why are you doing it? Why do you give so much? Why do you keep on being this or that? But I continue to follow what my heart says. I defy all the logic and trust my intuition. Sometimes I fail to comprehend, but so far, it has been a great learning experience, although a pretty messy one. But you know what? My heart is at peace knowing that everything always works out in my favor. And if this is the way to train me to always put my heart into what I do before anything else, I surrender. When I pray for God to let me be more like Him, to be the best version of myself, He answered in ways I couldn't have imagined. I said I wanted to be more patient, and He gave me opportunities to be patient. I asked for Him to teach me how to trust, and in return, He asked me to let go of things in my hands, saying, what's meant for me will never pass me. I've always prayed to be a channel of His blessings, and now there are so many ways I get to give, not only in terms of money, but with my time, skills, and effort. I'm going to look back at my life and see beauty. I decided I'd never allow myself to live in the chains that others try to impose on me, for their limits to limit me, for their fears to put me in a box. Even with the greatest intention, living with fear is a waste of time. I want to practice my faith by stepping out into the waters. It is already done for me, and I am as free as I allow myself to be.
Into the deep I will go with you. Submerge my feet to my head and all of you as your presence.
There are several moments in every day where I just have to stop what I'm doing and do a heart check. Why am I feeling this way? Why am I doing this? What am I actually chasing? I want to do things because I choose to do things, not because I think I have to, not because I think I don't have any other choice, because I always do have a choice. Most importantly, not because of recognition. My work does not depend on whether people will or will not give me credit. I want to give without expecting anything from that person. I want to freely give because I acknowledge that I have freely received, that this is all by grace, and gratitude is always a verb. I'll do things out of love. There's only love from here on. If you tell me to wait, I'll wait. If you tell me to give, nothing is mine to keep. If you tell me to let go, I will too. Toronto has been a dream, and I'm going home with a happy heart. I'm grateful for the lessons, for the people I met, for the experiences, stories, and the journal pages filled. I'll see you soon. Bye.